Hello everyone, it's KidsFilmingClub, I'm Micah, and today, as you know, the Stikbot Show has returned, the Stikbot Morning Edition show, whatever it's called, and I thought I'd give my first impressions based on the first episode. So my overall impressions on the first episode is that it was pretty good. It's not the best, but it's alright. I know some others can't say the same. I've seen some mixed/negative reactions from some people I've talked with. And I think one factor for that is that characters from the OG Stikbot show, such as Bob and Steve and Stikbot, are no longer in the show. They're not the main characters anymore. Stikbot appears in one scene for some reason that is not explained, but he's not the host ultimately. Instead, we've got a new cast of characters and hosts. So we've got Hugh Donahue, Trish Carter, and then some characters that didn't really do anything in this episode: Chelsea Hill, Andy Raines, and an unpaid intern. And I'm just gonna say it, these are some of the most forgettable names I've ever heard. How am I supposed to remember these? And what were they thinking when coming up with these names? Now, I'm personally open to the idea of having new hosts, but whether or not you like these hosts or not, I think one thing that could be agreed upon is that the introduction and the continuity was done very poorly between these new hosts and the previous host. When Stikbot first got rebooted because the first guy who voiced him left Zing, they at least tried to give us a good reason for the change. Now, although it was controversial at the time, it helped us warm up to the idea of Stikbot's new look, and we eventually got used to it. But here, there is zero continuity. They could have showed how it goes from the Stikbot Show to the Stikbot Show Morning Edition, but instead we get nothing. Nothing but a bunch of unanswered questions. Why is Stikbot here? Where is Bob and Steve? If this is the Stikbot Show, then why is there a new building? If this is the Stikbot Show, then why is Bot.0 now called Bot TV? Why is B News just news now? Why are they using a new set? Why do we have this new cast? Couple that with the fact that the last Stikbot Show episode was over a year ago. We've waited that long for a new episode of the Stikbot Show. And when they give it back to us, they provide zero continuation from what's happened before, and we are then given these new characters with no introduction, and we're expected to like them without question. Yeah, I can see why some people would get upset over this, because this is a recipe for disaster and backlash. Honestly, I think this should be its own separate thing from the Stikbot Show. After all, they've got a new building and new host and new characters. But because this has the title of Stikbot Show, the expectations are the same as on the Stikbot Show. And honestly, Stikbot has no reason to be here. Just keep him and his show separate from this show. That'll solve the problem. I am totally open to the idea of having new hosts and new characters and basically a new show. But the execution was just not good in this first episode. Now that that is out of the way, if we were to ignore the characters, how good is the Stikbot Show itself? Pretty alright in my opinion. They start off with a news segment, which is a surprise but a welcome one to return. I don't think the news stories are based on anything in real life, but the randomness factor is very enjoyable. They cracked a few jokes and puns during this segment, and they were pretty entertaining, but I think some of these jokes are a little bit too dad jokey. Then they did the next segment, which was Bot TV, where they showed off two videos, one from the one and only Stikbot Films, and another from Leopold Coleman. Although something weird I noticed about the videos that they showed off is that they're kinda old. Leopold Coleman's video came out in August of this year, and Stikbot Films' video came out last year. This man has been gone for almost a year. He's been playing Tetris for 100 hours. Somebody save him! But I hope they show more recent videos in the next episode, and there's nothing stopping them from having 3 Bot.0s in one video. Also, they don't need to show the entire videos. They can clip it and then tell people to go into the description and watch the full video for themselves, which is something they didn't do. Thanks, Stikbot. Now I gotta look up Leopold Coleman's videos on my own. I checked out some of Leopold's videos and they're actually pretty good, and he's kind of an underrated Stikbot channel, so you guys should go check out his channel, link in the description, or click the icon button. See? It's that easy. One last thing I think they should really do more of is the original Stikbot Show had some of...
No, I don't recommend... That's scary, but I'd still rather fly with a couple of spiders than some of the annoying passengers I've dealt with.
Hey, give me that! Come on, I need it too. Yeah, stop it! No, please! No. Let me take a look. No.
Hey, come here. If you don't stop screwing around back there, this is what I'm gonna do with you.
To get me up in the morning, I need a bed like this.
and I think the morning edition could benefit from having a little bit of that, just to keep things interesting and for the video segments to be a little bit less like just re-uploading the videos. And there's one more thing I gotta know about this Stikbot show is it gonna be weekly? Because they didn't specify the date, and the previous Stikbot show, in case you didn't know, happened every Fridays, on Fridays, not every Friday, but on Fridays. And Stikbot Central's current schedule is one video every Saturday at 10 p.m., which is, I can't go into that now. I'll save that for a different video, but how frequently are we gonna see this new Stikbot show? If I had to guess, I'd say maybe, if we're lucky, it's gonna be 2 a month, or 1 a month. 1 a month sounds to be the more likely of the two, but I can't say for certain. As long as we get some good frequency here, I'll be happy. So overall, my final thoughts are this episode was pretty good, room for improvement most importantly, but pretty good. Not the best, but definitely not the worst, I could say. So yeah, those are my first impressions and thoughts about the Stikbot Show Morning Edition. But what do you guys think about the Morning Edition? Let me know in the comments down below. And that's it for this video. See you next time.